So I'm on this job today, making more room for parking, I guess. All of this bank, I'm going to dig out, move it that way a couple of feet, get rid of this trench that's here, all this grass beside the pickup is going to get extended that way. I'm 6'4" and the grass is up to here on me. So we hauled the Caterpillar out here earlier. My neighbor hauled it for me. So my dually needs some repairs. The alternator crapped out on it. But yeah, we're going to be going up and down the road, smoothing it out. This section's not so bad. It'll get topped with road crush. But make the driveway nice and extend the parking areas is the goal of this job. This bank here is going to go away. These trees are going to go away. And I'm going to take this all up that way for more parking on this side too. So let's see how it goes. Such a beautiful day today. And I brought my drone so I could film for you guys. My SD card's at home. You'll have to forgive me on this one. Okay, so that's way better. I got rid of any major high spots, low spots. I got the crown back in the road so the water runs off it. A couple spots aren't perfect, but that's okay. We're going to be putting gravel on it. So just a couple hours of back and forth. On to the next part of this project. This thing used to overheat if the sun even came out, and now it's just running flawlessly. So that fix I did last year, the radiator clean out and all that, what a good idea that was. Sure paid off. Now this kind of sucks. They were going to move it for me, and they didn't. So I need to work kind of all around it. Maybe I'll just leave it here. Okay, so that's that. It's lower over here than towards the cabin, so I don't need to worry about flooding. I'm going to run a ditch along to down there. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this side. So a friend told me one day, he said, when you're on a job like this, it pays to have just maybe half an hour at the end of your day to make some of your job look really nice and completed, and that way when someone comes in, they can see this is still a work in progress, but they can see that, oh, look at that, the bank is nice and in place. So anyways, that's what I like to do after hearing that. So tomorrow we're going to come in, dig this out, that tree's going to go, I'm going to flatten all this, work my way around, maybe try to slide this little thing out of the way, and yeah, I'll go from there. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or 4:30. It's all of 34 degrees or 32 degrees Celsius, which is right around 100 Fahrenheit or 100 and some odd, I don't know. It's hot. It's very hot. My AC's on. I'm going home. See you tomorrow. So I was missing a little bit, but it's because the trailer wouldn't, it kept getting sucked over. So I'll have to work on that. Talked about trees in a couple of videos. I'm going to keep that up until someone tells me otherwise. But this is a cottonwood. It's in the poplar family. It's closely related to aspen trees. I mainly have aspen trees in my area here. However, where there's lots of water, and you can see there's an underground spring that comes out, where there's lots of water, the cottonwoods love to thrive. So you can tell the difference is the bark is all cracked and scaly. The aspen trees don't so much crack like that. So you see how it's got big like stretch marks almost, how it cracks up like that. The aspen trees are more of a white scaly bark that will kind of peel off in different ways. And then birch trees are few and far between, but they're also in the area here. They're more of a papery bark. All three are in the same family though. These leaves are a little bigger too. Now you know. And we have these spruce trees, and they get pretty big. I've got a ton of those around. Our way slowly to the top with the bucket on the ground, smooth out any easily smoothed out spots. It doesn't need to be perfect, we're topping it with gravel, but the smoother it is, the less gravel that actually has to go down to fill all these little crevasses. That's a really good way to grind the road in after you've reshaped it. Put a good scoop of dirt in your bucket and run up and down 100 times. So I'm gonna do the same here quick, but next step is gonna move this dirt over here and expand this parking area. We're just gonna do that with the bobcat because there wasn't really a ton of giant rocks. So I think it should be fairly easy and quick with that. And we got the excavator here if we need it. All right, let's go. The reason I put this pile here is I think I've created a little bit of a belly in here and I don't want water to sit anywhere, so I put this here to kind of fill the low spot, and then if I need any extra it's ready for me, and then I can just spread this around and make it disappear quite easily over the bank or whatever. So let that warm up for a bit and do some excavating. The bobcat stalled here. That has never happened before with fuel in the tank. I didn't have any lights or anything on inside. It's got oil. The primer bulb's not... I got a pump or two out of it maybe, but I don't know, folks. It's just about done too. It's the hottest day of the year and they're calling for thunderstorms later, but I'm already seeing this smoky haze roll in. I've been watching it come in for hours. I really hope there isn't a fire already. What do you think? It's so hot out. I guess I'm just gonna call it for now. This thing's never even come close to bogging on me, and for the last little bit it's been making some bogging noises, and then obviously it just died on me there entirely. So seems fuel related. I don't have a filter on me, obviously. Maybe I will see if someone in town has a filter and we'll bring it out here tomorrow and replace it, or later today. But I think this is pretty okay. I don't know, this section here was that much lower. And you can see all the water is gonna come this way and run off. Once there's road crushed down, it won't really matter so much about having a ditch there at all. It'll just go away. So I was just scraping this hump off here again for the same purpose of having a low spot there. Pretty annoying with the bobcat. Maybe I'll give it 15-20 minutes and try again and just see if it's going to be a problem. It seems to work well again, so I don't know. It's so hot it could have got an airlock of some kind in it, but that's better. There's no more dip here like there was, and any bit of water that comes down here is just going to flow off the side. And this water is all flowing this way. I'm pretty sure it's sloped that way. It's such a deceiving angle, and I don't bring my laser, so I can't tell. But and then if I need to, I'll just scrape a few inches off of that side and attach to this ditch on the way down, which I just gotta kind of sort of clean this up just a little bit. I'm sort of calling this the ditch, if that makes sense. So a few rocks to move, but yeah, that'll be it for the day. Next step is gravel. That's why I'm shutting it down now. I'm done. Next step is gravel. I need road mulch brought in. So I need the dump truck for that, but it's after 2:30 and the pits close at 3:30 and it's 45 minutes home. So if that makes sense to you, I don't have time to go get a load. So why are we drifting sideways? That's crazy, it was just flying sideways. I calibrated the thing. I don't usually have to calibrate it, so I never even thought of that. You can't really see it, but the oil pan gasket is leaking right there. That was from one day of running it. Dumped probably a gallon of oil out. So let's get this fixed. So I got one bolt here loose and one back there. Just want to figure out how to lower it down gracefully. I feel like going up might be a little more difficult than that was. So it does, yeah, both of those are glued on there pretty good, so I'll bet you that was our leak. So those were stuck, sorry if you couldn't see that, those were stuck pretty good. So that's definitely where they were. Gasket, improper gasket assembly, I guess, and it failed. So that's where it was leaking, right in here. And I don't know about you, but from down here that plate looks fine. It looks like it's siliconed and stuff on. I don't know what needs to come off to pull that plate off, so I'd rather not pull it off, you know. I think we're confident that that was our leak. It's gonna suck to get it all back together to find out that plate leaks. It looks like 4 bolts, but all this drain accessories and stuff, if they have to come off, I don't know. Maybe I'll Google it here quick and make an executive decision. That's how the gasket comes. So we got a bit of a jigsaw, I guess, to put together. I think does a nice job. I have a feeling those tabs aren't for anything on this engine. Maybe for a newer engine. This gasket kit fit, where can you see it right there? This gasket kit fit so many different engines it supersedes up. And it makes sense now if you're putting it together like a jigsaw puzzle. It's honestly my first time putting together a puzzle piece gasket like this. That's how they make it fit every engine ever. So you see they've got these extension pieces. The rest of this is just trash. They've got these extension pieces. And then they've got these ones. So these ones are this much longer. That'd be for the big engines. It says it fits up to like a C18. Obviously these are gonna fit my 3406. If you're ever struggling to get something to seal, this stuff here is just incredible. Just a thin layer. Now, I'm not even using this as a sealant. This is more just a glue. And then, so I glued the first gasket on in a puzzle piece, and then applied another layer of this. The underside's clean. I'm just going to stick this on now, and hopefully it doesn't leak anymore. Okay, now I just gotta go along and torque them all. Your battery's about to die, so I'll be back in a bit. Okay, should probably add oil, but good enough to test. Okay, hopefully it doesn't start leaking. Okay, I've added a bunch of oil because it's been very low. Oops. At least now we're up to the ad mark at least now, so it was way low. So now we just let it run for a bit, get it warm, see if it starts dripping. Oops. Don't touch that fan. It's the first time I've run it since I fixed that oil leak. So you can see the gate's closed. Apparently I'm early. The gravel pit I really want to be at is broken down. The gravel pit I really want to be at is only 3 minutes away from the job. This one's like 45. So my day got a mix of longer and yeah. What burns me is I could be working for my normal contractor right now, but I chose to finish this job because they're coming up Friday. What a pain. Look at that, auto gates. Isn't that handy? We're in motion. so remind me later to clean the windows, would ya? Kinda hard to see. So I busted my ass this morning trying to get ready. I was up at 5:30 thinking I'll be at the gravel pit early and get going and trying to get my 7 or 8 loads done, brought into the job, and yeah, the one gravel pit's closed. The one I really wanted to use, they're closed, so I had to go to the other one. The other one's really close to my house, but the job isn't anywhere near my house, so that doesn't really help me. But yeah, I pulled in there and the gate was closed at 7:40, I guess, or 7:35 when I pulled in there. I've never seen their gate closed past like 7:15, so whatever. Lucky enough. Loader guy's really nice. Loaded me up. So hopefully we can get our 7 loads there. That's just a guess on how many I'm going to need, to be completely honest with you. I'm just going to stockpile them up at the top to begin with, and then work on doing the road, I guess. We got such a long round trip now, and I've got to work tomorrow, so get as many there as possible. Hopefully get around the cabin and stuff done, and then I can finish up the road, I guess, next week for them. So for any of you that care, now you know. Pretty smooth road considering I just scratched it in with an excavator blade. Just clubbed up in there. Never happened to me before. Okay, let's try that again. definitely could have gone better. I don't know if I wasn't high enough or what, but this stuff did not want to flow. I got the bobcat here at least. Look at the state of this idiot, man. Like, I'm on the floor because we're climbing a big hill. He's down to 80 in a 90 zone. Like, what the hell are people thinking? He's from one province over. He's from Alberta. Us in BC, we don't like Alberta drivers. Not a single one of them can drive. Finally, they got by him. What an idiot. So now I can take the bobcat and it'll make it a foot or two wider on each side and smooth it out. Great. Look at this, I just spread another one at the bottom there. I'm going for one more, but I've only got to come a little more ways, so I should have lots of material. That's really cool. Like I said, the bobcat will make this a couple of feet wider. And yeah, this one I was able to pull right up to here, and I started right from the beginning, so now this should be all nice and wide. Perfectly acceptable for a driveway once I fix it up with the bobcat. Yeah, it's really thick down here now, so I've got lots of room. This side's kind of soft though. Tuck that back in with the excavator, I guess. Whatever. One more to go. It's 2:30. Should be back here for 3:40. Unfortunately, I work tomorrow for someone else, so I can't finish this up. So I've either got to do it tonight or maybe Friday, but we'll see. A lot of the times it's this relay. Of course it died and the fuel filter's empty. So the fuel tank's probably empty. Come on. Now we just hope that was enough to complete the job. 93 degrees out that everything's got to fight me. That's so those don't come apart. That's so my towel doesn't fly off. Okay, two things. I'm gonna dig this side down a little bit and just enhance the slope just by enough. 4 to 6 inches. I'm gonna dig it back this way. We're gonna throw it over that bank. And then the bobcat's gonna deal with spreading all of the gravel. So let's get both things warming up here. The excavator takes a while. And the bobcat, I want to just get on that road. So I can leave a lot of this for when they come up. Like, I don't know if I'm going to put gravel here is what I'm saying. Yet. Just in case they come up and see. I might leave my excavator here for the weekends. So, I don't know. Hopefully this thing works well today for me. Okay, so we got the slope fixed. You can see clearly now that it runs away from the building. So it's just going to follow this edge all the way along, down and out. This end is fine, I think. I'm happy with it. They want to put a sea can in here. Lots of room for a sea can to come in and sit here, or from that side if they wanted to. Yeah, so it's 7:30 at night. I want to go home because I work super early in the morning for the other guys. And I've still got these 3 loads to deal with for this whole area. I think I'm going to end up needing one more, unless somehow there's a stroke of luck. But what I'm going to do tonight, I guess... yeah, I'm going to pack up, I'm going to unload the roller, I'm going to load the bobcat and go home. I need the bobcat at home to move some totes for my water, I guess. Well, here's the road. I got the bobcat on, and it's pretty freaking smooth. Not bad at all. A little soft. I would have loved to roll it, but that's fine. We'll be back tomorrow probably with it. Okay, I didn't get it on video because I was kind of in a rush. I'm trying to get my excavator out of here. My neighbor who's hauling it for me goes camping tomorrow morning, so I edged this side, I edged this side. Yeah, between fixing with the bobcat and fixing with the excavator, that's nice. And then I went and drove on this about 100 times. And I did the same on this edge. Smooth it all out, make it look nice, slope so it doesn't just give out. I haven't changed anything at the back here yet. Tomorrow my goal is to bring the bobcat and finish, possibly. And spread these loads of gravel. And then I came over here earlier and I smoothed all this out. So there's their outhouse. They obviously need a path for that. So I made that walkable through here again. So it was pretty messed up. I'm probably going to throw some gravel down here. But I don't know how important it was. I dropped down below. You can see my tracks. I dropped down below quick and I stamped the bank. Just give it some structure, you know? I was driving my fully loaded dump truck, which weighs just over 52,000 pounds, on this, and you can see like it barely moved, and this is 4 feet thick, so I have high hopes for this. I'll be plowing this the winter time, and I've given myself so much room. Come up the driveway and I'll just push all the snow right off the bank there. So anyways, I hope I'm not dump trucking tomorrow so I can come back here and finish this up. But yeah, I'll bring the bobcat back and finish all this. So we'll see you in the morning. Do a cool time lapse on the way home, but my windshield's kind of dirty and you can't really see, so just pretend you're watching a time lapse for that, okay? Hey! doors fell off. They did tell me the shed was broken, so that's why I'm doing it this way. To be fair, it's working fine. So. I've got that one little bit of gravel left, so I'm just going to walk up and down and make sure there isn't any thin spots. If there isn't on the road, I'll spread it up top and call this done. Looks good to me. See this this cotton falls off these cottonwoods. Feels just like cotton. Probably make a shirt with it. And she just messaged and asked if I could deal with these trees, but unfortunately the excavator's already gone. And the dump truck's not here, so I don't know if she wants to spend another $1,000 on that. Budget's run out. So, I don't know. Let's pack this road in quick and the driveway up there, the parking area up there, and call this job completed. think that looks good there. These doors might be futile. Oh no. Like I said earlier, that is probably getting thrown out, but I just thought that might be a nice spot, and little reminder not to get super close to the edge. With this tree here, I couldn't pack it, so it's not going anywhere, but I don't want someone driving there. There, that's how to chain it down. Thanks for watching. That's how I redo a driveway. You can do yours the same way. It works really well like that. Scrape it, level it, make sure it's crowned, pack it. On to the next one. Let's go work on something else.